This is Robert, Ride to Walk, where I ride for mobility, calling everyone to come along where we can talk and laugh and enjoy the great outdoors. I'm starting today from Pilgrims, planning to head to Paducah. Actually, I started the camera at Mid-Continent College, and I got a couple good photographs there, but I did not have the DJI mini mic on, so that footage won't be any good. Trying to figure out what that was growing to the right. I'm not sure. It wasn't corn, soybeans, tobacco. It's kind of growing the height, the way of tobacco. Not sure what it was. Yeah, I'm riding for cancer research. And so I'm getting in a long ride, hopefully today. That's the goal, to go all the way to Paducah. And instead of going the back route that I went one time with the H9, today I'm going to plan to go down the middle, go through Lone Oak. So that means two things. I've got to get through a section of highway that has punctured my tire twice. Once I've gone that section once north and once south, and both times I got a tire puncture. And I had, coming into today, 71.2 miles riding for cancer research. So we should go well over the 100 mark today, early on. I do need to be done with my riding by the 25th, as I have a procedure on the 27th. Okay, side of the road riding. I've gone to Murray this way. Murray, it's not nearly as busy on the side of the road as it is here. And the side is wider because it's a newer stretch, so they've made it good that anyone that breaks down in a car can pull over with plenty of room. This is a Monday, the 3rd of August, the 3rd day of the 300-mile challenge, and so I went ahead and checked my mileage for the year last night as well. Something I hadn't done. I had kind of in my head thought, yeah, I was around 2,000 miles, and I came up with 2,070 miles, which means I came into August with 2,000 miles. Rode 71 the last 2 days. Yeah, 499 of that is on the other bikes. Primarily the new U8, as it's the trail bike. And exactly, yeah, it was $499. And then so 1,571, I guess, miles were shared between the two walkie bikes, the H9 having more. And our goal after the 300 miles is to get the H9 caught up in mileage to the H7. The H7 has 2231, I think it was. It was higher. I thought it was 2223, but I guess I had a small ride after my memory. It's been a while since I've ridden the H7. It's been a couple months, actually. I have been on the U8 on trails and the H9 around town, and we're doing the big one today. Heading out to Lone Oak and Paducah. I have got to the edge of Lone Oak once and then turned around and came back, and I have gone to Paducah, charged up there, and came back. That's the plan today, but through Lone Oak. It's a lot busier that way. The clouds are a puff. Yeah, some nice cumulus scattered throughout a blue sky on a lovely sunny mid-70s August day. Night road. I wonder if that goes through or just goes to those businesses. I have never been back there. So we'll see if we can avoid the punctures and make it to Paducah. I do have, when I've taken those routes before, I had stock tires last year. I do have a Shinko 244 motorcycle tire on the back of the bike now, so that hopefully will help us out. Definitely be tougher but I had ridden this far. It's further up here. It's the little section. I took a picture of somebody had an abominable snowman out for decoration, and I took a picture of my, I think it was the H7, no, it was the H9 last winter or late fall, and called it Walkie and the Snowman. And it was when I left there and went north, and I got a nail in my rear tire. I felt it when I went in, and I was able to ride home because I had flat out in my tires and didn't go down a bit. Actually might have been the H7. I just saw a nail right there. I didn't hit. Going the other direction was earlier last year. See, this was with Walkie. And the Snowman. I was going north, the direction I'm going now. Earlier in the year, I was coming back roads. I guess that's the time that I went. I either went to a grave site. I think it's actually the time that I went all the way to Lone Oak, the edge of Lone Oak. And I was getting concerned about my battery. It was the H7, and so I moved from the back road onto the highway right at that same section going down to where the Snowman was, and that's where I chunked the tire. That one, I didn't know when it happened. I was riding and it didn't sound right, so I slowed down. And when I slowed down, checked the tire was kind of low, so I pumped it up and found I had a puncture, pumped it up, and then started watching it. I pumped it up a second time several miles down the road. I was 15 miles, both of those are 15 miles away from home. And I could take the side road there. It would be longer. And after I pumped it up that second time, I checked on it several times, but it never went down again, and it stayed up. Actually, that was the H9, because that was when I did the test. So that would have been right under 700 miles on the H9 at the time. And I rode it up to the 900 mile mark when it got super cold, and I figured it was time to go ahead and change that back tire. It was pretty worn. If the weather had been better, I'd have got another 100 miles out of it, and tested the flat out with the nail in. As it turned out, when I changed the tire, I found another puncture, smaller, so there were two in there. Not sure when that one came, but yeah, the flat out did its job. Had to get around that branch laying on the side. There was cars coming, so I couldn't veer out too far. Yeah, so this section, when we get to it, it's past the Paducah Athletic Club. It has not been too kind to me. Over to my left, yeah, I really can't. As where we missed the helmet cam, being able to look off to the side. It's better on this bike as well, but this over here is a big, they collect everything under the sun there. That whole big building's been added onto, and they've got apparently buildings elsewhere. It seems to be an addiction when you get to collecting those things. There's all the junk outside. The stuff outside is pretty much toasted. From what the person was telling me, they're gonna auction that off. They may have already done that. I don't know, but it's kind of sad to see it go. It's been here since I've lived here in '04. I've just been in it a few times to look around and bought a few little things. I did buy a tool, a wrench that I didn't have extras of to have in every bike toolbox, small toolbox. And so yeah, that's in one of the bikes. I am going to turn this off and turn it back on probably when I get to the area that has caused problems in the past. Because right now it's just a lot of highway riding. Watching cars go by. We'll check in a bit. Okay. Actually, I think I had said it's past the pack. This is the area. Right there was where the picture of the snowman was, or picture where I took the picture. Right here is where I got a nail. I got the nail, and then I stopped to check it right here on the bridge. pretty good sized bridge here, and pretty good size flowing vessel there. Call it a river. A big creek anyway. So, yeah, this is the section, and then going on the other side, I got the puncture. So we'll ride on up to the street. So we think we got past that, but with my Shinkos, if I got a puncture, I might not feel it. With the flat out, I might not feel it right away, like I did in the stock tires. Up here to the right, it goes off into a ditch, and a lot of time there are turtles sunning, and it's also a place that has I'm very careful driving here because I have these recurring dreams of going off the road right here. I don't know why, but the big old van that I haven't had that dream in a long time. When I had the big van, that was what was going off right here. Now we're crossing the McCracken line. We're leaving Graves County, going into McCracken County. And right up here at this intersection of 1241 is where I got on the road going the other direction and got a puncture. Before I got the one going this way. That's the one where the tire pressure went down a couple times before it steadied out. So we made it past the section that has bothered me in the past. Although I'm going to stop and check the tires, make sure we don't have anything that we haven't felt. And I'll be back somewhere down the line. Yeah, I'm coming up on the Paducah Athletic Club. So this will be the farthest that I have ever come on this highway. I was going to go ahead and play the theme song for August that I wrote, and soon it was translated into music. See how this goes at 25 miles an hour. Today puts it at 87 so far. It's actually wider along here. Then I realized the narrower spot doesn't last that long. .6 miles. I don't see that many armadillo, but there are carcasses all along here. I remember in 97, when they were first starting to come up into southern Missouri. Actually, a ranger down there said they were the #1 roadkill in that area already. That was Southwest Missouri. I want to Try the Mercy Beat style. Yeah, I can hear that better. I can hear that better. I don't know. There's a skeleton of a armadillo. Well, we're getting close to Lone Oak. It's going to change from just highway riding. There's another skeleton of an armadillo. They're all along here. Yep, 300 miles in research. Couldn't ask for a better day to ride to Paducah. Right out here is when I came to Lone Oak the one time. I went off to the left. Okay, now we have to decide what to do here. This is not good. We got a big truck coming. Getting through this section here is going to be tough. Yeah, I wish I had the cam. Helmet cam. After this car here, I didn't want to go out in front of that big truck. We're going to get into town, and there is a sidewalk eventually here, and the speed limit does go down to 35, which will help. But at this point, we just got to zoom through this section. We could go on the side at the moment. There's the sidewalk. So now we are I am going to go back to rear wheel drive. I don't need all wheel now. I used it for that section to keep my speed up. Big blocks to keep you out. Oh, there was a way out down there. I don't think this car is paying attention at all. I think they just noticed me. So you got to pay attention for them. Going slow enough that not a problem. That's all right. Well, ain't that nice? That's, yeah, he recognized he didn't see me and apologized. That's cool. Yeah, he was going slow, so wasn't like he was being a maniac. He was just kind of not. I want to get up here and get through this light when it's green. Garage sale, that's probably from the weekend. Yeah, we do have a, it's way back here. Yeah, drivers, at least in this region of Kentucky, are generally very, very nice. It only takes one bad one though. And yeah, he even felt bad because he wasn't fully alert, but we ran out of sidewalk, so now we have to figure out what to do again. Up here, we're in 35 zone, so let's put all wheel in again, and we'll probably wait. Be able to wait. Permanently closed. That's Kentucky Fried Chicken. Or was Kentucky Fried Chicken. lot of things just going out of business. So no sidewalks. The nice thing is it's a 4-lane, so they can go around me. And it's 35. Well, now it's 45, which is not as good, but there's no sidewalk. See, we've gone 22.5 miles. The roundabout way was a little over 30 miles, so we'll see how much we save going this way as far as miles. To get over. No, I won't. Because I'm used to getting on 24. And then you have to be over a lane. But we're gonna go. We're just going to follow this on down to CVS. And then from CVS, we'll go down to Red's Donuts, turn to the left, and we'll go down past the hospital to the Bike World shop. And the Bike World shop will be close to, our destination. Okay. I stopped and got some pictures at Mercy Health. I guess that's formerly Lourdes Hospital here in Paducah, Kentucky. Now they call it Mercy Health. Okay, it's not going to be that much shorter. I'm at 23.7, and it was just over 30. So I'm at 24 miles. It's going to be 26, 27 miles. Maybe. When I get up here, with CVS on the left, Little Caesars on the right, I will be able to get onto a sidewalk, and that will help me out a lot. This was unfortunate. Go ahead and put it back in all wheel. get up to speed quicker and get to where the sidewalk is at. It may start right up here. Yeah, it looks like it does. There we go. I'll go ahead and stop and get out of all-wheel drive. And now, just got to go down the hill, a ways past the hospital to the Bike World shop. This will actually, yeah, I'll probably stop in at the Bike World shop before going to Noble Park this time. This will be the first time that I have ridden to the Bike World shop. Too bad it's not a Tuesday or a Thursday. Then I could do a group ride in the evening. Oh, this is dangerous. There's a bike up there to the left. Can't tell. I don't like these sidewalks. They're not very bike friendly. Small entries. Either he's got power or he's got good legs. He's a going, and I see why he's on that side. Sidewalk's gonna run out here. Oh, that road looks familiar. We've taken it on the group rides. So this is tick land here. Big long grass hanging out. I'll tell you what, mileage wise, yeah, we're gonna beat it by maybe 4 miles. Time-wise, this is a lot faster. Fam's Barbecue, huh? Wonder what time it is. Okay, I had lunch at Big Fam's Barbecue and Catering, I think it was. Let's circle around and Big Fam's Kitchen and Catering. Yeah, that's it right there. Was real good. Got barbecue chicken and yams, and I couldn't eat it all. I didn't want to waste it. I thought, well, I can ask anyway. All I can say is no, but he said he had some room in there. So it's in his refrigerator. I'm assuming he's going to be there when I get back. We're good. I should have got off right there. actually have a bike lane for this road, and this road only in Paducah. So it was, the back roads was over 30 miles, and this is going to be over 26 miles. So saved 4 miles, not that much. It was, I didn't really keep the time the other time. This time it was a lot faster though. I got to there in about 45 minutes. Probably like an hour and a half the other time. I got someone in. Yeah, the bike lane is much nicer down here. I think the other time that I came in, it was so narrow down there that I just went ahead and rode the street, because I think the speed limit is 25, so really not much. I can go that fast, so I'm gonna have to get over to get to the bike world shop. Yeah, we go past Family Dollar here. Although it wouldn't have been bad to go back through the back, because then we wouldn't have to mess with the light. But the light's green, so we got it. Yeah, there's an old hotel that was there, and I'm gonna call that a video. We made it to Paducah. Like and subscribe. Call this a video.